So every day people always come to me and say, I haven't got enough time to do any exercise. Well, that is not the case. You make time for what you prioritise in your life. However, I've been suggesting, why don't you walk to and from work? Recently where I am on location this week, I've had to walk from my Airbnb to the location, which is about just over maybe 1.5 miles, 2 miles, takes me about 35 minutes walk. Okay, doing that twice a day, that has given me 500 calorie burn and an hour's worth of activity. So ultimately, if you do live very close to work and you can walk, why don't you? It's not going to take up any more of your time. You might have to leave an extra bit earlier in the morning. However, you're going to save so much time. You're not going home and having to then go to the gym, find more time to go to the gym, exercise and get home. That could be another 2 hours out of your day. So if you just incorporate it into your day, just think how much that's going to benefit not just you physically, mentally, but also going to free up so much time. So time is never the issue. It's just how you prioritize your time. And that walk can start off as a walk and then eventually become a run. But what we say to everybody when we do a health check is that about the intensity. So your minimum requirements, again, I highlight this again, your minimum requirements is 150 minutes of physical activity 5 times a week, which again is 30 minutes a day. So if I walk to and from work 5 times a week, that's well over my 150 minutes. That's an hour a day. That's 60 minutes. Okay, 60 minutes a day. 6 times 5 is 30. It's 300 minutes. That's double the amount of physical activity you need to maintain your chances of reducing heart disease, diabetes in the future. So the key is intensity. When I say to people, do you do much exercise? They say, yeah, I do walk a lot, I walk the dog, which is fantastic. It's better than me sat on your ass every night, because the body's designed to move. But the key is people aren't doing the intensity enough. So they think, I need to go to the gym and work hard and go to an exercise class. That's not the case. It's just about the intensity. So I'm talking to you at the moment, so the intensity is quite low because I can still talk. So I always say to people, it's a talk test. If you can talk, you're not walking fast enough. So you need to walk briskly. So if I try and walk as brisk as I can now, still talking, I probably need to get into a run in order to get my heart rate up, just because my physical fitness is higher than most. So if I wanted to get my physical fitness up, hopefully you can hear me, and on this motorway on the walk home, is the intensity, okay? I'm walking now, let's try and walk faster. Let's try and get this heart rate up by walking as fast as I can, power walking, still talking, but you need to be power walking so you're out of breath. So I might have to be starting to a jog. So I go into a jog, shaky camera, that's going to start picking my heart rate up. Okay, so if you're physically fit, you might have to start to a run. If you're not so fit yet, you might have to start in a power walk. As you can see, that little run at burst just got my heart rate elevated, catching my breath a little bit. That's what you need to do to get the most cardiovascular benefits. It's not enough just to do a leisurely walk. A leisurely walk is great, and we want to walk as much as we can, but to get the most cardiovascular benefits, you need to get that heart rate up. So if the walk is too easy to and from work, what you need to concentrate on then is, can you run it? Can you run that 2 miles to work? Can you run that 2 miles home? Maybe 2 miles on the way one day, walk home that afternoon, and then run maybe 2 days later. Start gradually, or walk in your running kit and then run a mile way back, or 2 minutes. It's all about building up the intensity gradually so it becomes easier. The only way you progress is by doing things that are challenging. Just look at any job you've done, it's always challenging to start with, and it becomes easier the more you do. So if you can focus on being more active and challenging yourself just by walking, you will feel the benefits, and life will become easier because you're fitter to cope with all the demands that it throws at you. Okay, So if you haven't got time, that's a bullshit excuse. We all have time to make more things that we prioritise in our life. Priority should be fitness, should be health. So if you do live close to work and it's a half an hour, 40-minute walk, get those trainers on, get walking, get running and get fit.